Africa, end of April. And the subject of love during my psychology studies has always been fascinating me. And everyone here in this audience had different experiences that I just want to learn from. And I think we can learn from each other by trying to connect. And at the same time, what I found in those senior facilities in Europe is that there's a lot of loneliness going on. And I feel that there's more we can do than yes activities, than yes communication. But what is it? What do we need more in addition to love?
Respect.
Respect? Oh, I love that. I really love it. Because I'm Dutch, right? So what I love is that when I learned about the English expression of falling in love, I was like, it's so significant. Because it really is true. You fall into it, you dive deep into it, and you have no control over it. Like you said, it's a chemical response, if you look at biologically, and it just happens.
Yes.
And I've fallen pretty badly in love too. Like I just lost myself in the process. Who here has lost themselves when they when they're falling in love? Who lost themselves? So if we look at psychological literature and the loving feelings and what it really does, this is really what comes back. Like we like someone to be physically attractive in the first place. That's the first thing that attracts us. And then, hey, you need to have fun to be around with, and charming and sweet, and smelling, pheromones is an important part. Often we forget that, and then do crazy stuff to enjoy myself. Like if I'm with the right partner, I can do anything.
And you don't even have to
and be so happy. And you don't even have to talk. You can just look at each other.
That's right.
Right? I can drop the mic right now and just look at you. And we can have a great time. I don't need to say a word. How wonderful is that? And also what I believe, more than psychology, more than science is poetry. Who here loves poetry? True. Yeah. And you know what? Like I feel that, and even if you look at science, right? Because I know Sonia is a big fan of science. The amount of good feelings it gives us, the less stress, just makes us live longer, makes us happier, makes us not feel lonely, not as bad, not as stressed. But at the same time, stress in relationships is also the biggest stressor in life. Relationships, more than anything, more than financial stress, more than whatever work stress, relationships give us the most stress, period. So there's pros and cons here. It's already inside of you, so there's no need for you to feel lonely. And at the same time, with that knowledge, you can work on these 4 points. Like I volunteered at a retirement home one day. I was 16, 17 years old, and I'm into sports and stuff. Like I love sports, and so I did like these activities at these retirement homes. And it was amazing. It was so much fun. But I knew once I left, I knew a lot of these people were gonna feel lonely, and it broke my heart. Because I was like, when I grow up, when I actually might sign up after this presentation to live here, if I live here one day, if I get, if I grow old, I don't want to feel like that. And so I couldn't keep coming back to give all these sport events and come together and do all these fun things and walk around and whatnot. But so I'm really starting to think like, how can we internally change our thought process? How can we internally change loneliness and not be depending on people from the outside?